One of the most common questions that comes up among worship leaders is how to choose the songs that your church sings and how to curate a repertoire. And I think it's important to acknowledge that we live in a time where there's more worship music than ever before in history. We have access to thousands and thousands of songs streaming right now. We can go online and find 20 songs in the next 10 minutes that are all worthy of doing on a Sunday morning. Like killer theology, great hook, great lyric, everything's great. We should do those songs, they're amazing, but there's too many. We can't do them all. There's no way to do all of the great songs. And so with that understanding, there's a realization that, man, I need to systematize this. I need to find a way to curate a repertoire for my church. For me, I've developed a system where we have 40 songs that are our church's hymnal, our church's repertoire. Every month, we add a new song. We get together, the worship leaders, the people who are going to lead the songs. We get together and everybody submits song ideas, songs that have been on their heart, songs that have been standing out to them that they love to worship with personally. And so we come to a table and everybody brings two of their favorites. And we pray about it and we look at the preaching calendar and what's coming up in the church calendar and what's coming up thematically or with holidays and all of those things, and we pray and we ask God, and we believe that He directs that conversation, and we choose a song together. And we leave that table, even if it's not unanimous, we leave that table feeling great about one new song for the month. And then we introduce that song that month, and we do a minimum of 3 out of 4 Sundays. Different worship leaders lead it, and we try and put it in different places in the liturgy and use it in different ways. And we introduce it to our church really intentionally, and we let them know that this is a new song. Then, when we've added that song, we take one other song from our top 40 and we kind of soft retire it. Like, it's not banished to Siberia forever, never to be seen or heard from again, but it's not in the top 40 anymore. There's so many great ways to do this. I've talked to so many really, really wise and smart people who pastor their church really well through song curation. But I've found that threshold of about 40 songs works really well for my people. There's 2 really great benefits to having a limited repertoire like this. First is that it gives all of your volunteer musicians an attainable goal. Like, they can nail 40 songs. A lot of people in cover bands have a repertoire of a similar size. And so your volunteer musicians can actually learn those 40 songs and keep up. And they're not having to sweat all the details every Sunday. The second is that that's also true for your church. For the people who are walking in the room on a regular basis, maybe they come every other Sunday or however often they attend your church. They're walking in the room and they're encountering songs that they're familiar with. And they don't have to stare at a screen, and they don't have to feel uncomfortable or self-conscious. They can just enter into the song and go with you because they're familiar. So I encourage you, find a system that works and take it really intentionally, and acknowledge that there are way too many great songs to do in your church, and then find a way to add them intentionally.